Hi guys, it's me, Krista, as you probably know from the title of my channel, and today we are actually going to be showing you how to pack up a painting. Last night, this lovely lady sold, and she's going to a new home in Alabama. First I'm going to talk a little tiny bit about the painting. She was actually inspired by a Japanese horror film named Hausu from the 70s. It is a psychedelic, surreal horror movie. It's hilariously awesome. I suggest you all check it out. But that's all we're going to say about this painting right now. We are actually going to be talking about how to pack it up today. So, we're going to go through some stuff we need. Obviously, we need the painting. Kind of important to have that if you're shipping stuff. I have 2 pieces of 5x7 foam board, which the painting itself is 4x6. So these are going to be slightly bigger than it. These are going to help protect it when we have it in shipping. I have a piece of glassine that I cut down. A roll of painter's tape. Best friend, any artist should have this. We also have some bubble wrap. Don't pop them, I know it's tempting. And a roll of packing tape. I always buy the big old rolls because I over-tape, apparently. I have been told on an eBay thing when I was shipping Pokemon cards that I used too much tape on the packaging, which was something fragile like that. I don't think you can use too much tape on the packaging. It helps keep water out and keeps the item inside. Also, we have a box we're going to be putting it in. This is just a repurposed Amazon box. So, once again, here's the painting. The first thing we are going to do is use the glassine paper over the painting. We're going to flip her over for right now. And we are going to tape these edges of the painting to the back. Glassine paper is archival in quality, which means it's not going to hurt your painting at all if it's touching it. I mean, I've shipped plenty of paintings with just plastic bags, which is apparently a no-no. I think when it's a finer layer of acrylic paint, it's fine. It's when you get into that thicker, more textural stuff where the plastic bag method by itself is apparently not okay. So we're just going to keep taping this up. And for oil paint, you have to let it dry like a really, really, really long time before you even consider trying to pack it up for sale. Because even though it might feel dry to the touch, it's not dry yet. And this girl was done using acrylic paint and alcohol-based markers. So, and really, really thin layers. So I technically probably wouldn't need to do this glassine layer, but it's better to be on the safe side, you know? And all we're doing is just taping down all them edges with painter's tape. And we're using painter's tape because it's a low tack tape, and it's not going to rip any part of the canvas at all. It's going to keep her nice and safe. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this part that you need. I'm sorry, guys. You're also going to need a plastic bag of some sort. This is used just to keep the water out while it's in shipping, because especially this time of year for us, it being November and in Michigan, it rains a lot. And I feel like a lot of places around the U.S., it rains a lot this time of year. And I'm going to apologize now if you guys hear thumping or meowing or anything like that. My cats are playing right now because it's what they do whenever I'm trying to actually do something. But let's get back to this project. Okay, so this is an archival quality photo bag, also known as an art bag. You technically don't need to use one of these. I mean, for paintings this size, I have completely used like sandwich bags freezer bags, just anything that's going to keep water out of it while it's in shipping. So now, as you can see, it's kind of big. I have smaller ones, but I could not find them today. And she's sold. We want to get her shipped out pretty quick, because the quicker, the better. But you can completely use bigger bags like I am right now. In fact, it adds a little bit of an extra protective layer, so that's good. And since we are on parts that are no longer going to be actually touching the painting, I'm switching over to packing tape. And we're just going to kind of keep rolling and folding. So, it's going to be nice and good. Oops. And like I said before, I use a lot of tape. It's my prerogative. It helps me feel like it's going to be safer and prettier in transit. So we're just folding and taping more and more. Now that step's done. She has a nice little pouch going on. Next, we are going to sandwich her between some foam board. This is just another layer of protection, especially because cotton canvas is a fabric. It needs something hard to kind of protect around it, because the fabric can bend, it can get dents. It can also rip if you're not careful, which is why we are going through all of these steps in order to keep her safe in shipping. And I put tape on each side. If it's a larger piece, I will put multiple pieces of tape on each side. But for this one, we're just kind of doing it in the middle. So you can't tell because it's on camera, but she feels nice and sturdy. The next step is I wrap it in a bunch of bubble wrap. Because bubble wrap is awesome. Just another safety measure to keep it nice and safe. Also, this time I have a bigger box than normal, so a little bit more bubble wrap will be good, because it not only gives a little bit of extra cushion so that if the package does get jostled around, it's not a big deal. But also, the more bubble wrap, the more space it's going to take up inside that box, which will help prevent it from jostling. I always give my boxes a little shake after I have them all packed up, just to make sure that you cannot hear any crazy movement going on. So, bubble wrap. Usually you want enough to wrap it like 3 or 4 times, I would say, personally. Okay. So, we are going to put it right in here. Grabbing a little bit of extra bubble wrap to lay on the side so there's less movement. I've also got these little air shipper air packs to put in top, which I did not buy these. These just come with Amazon shipping whenever I buy art supplies, and I hoard them so I can use them later. Or as a smart person would call it, I recycle them for later use. This specific buyer actually requested that I write "handle with care" on the side, which I did so with a Sharpie. But I always write "fragile" or do a fragile stamp on the side because they are pretty fragile. They can break. It does happen. Check out my sweet, sweet E. My handwriting's terrible. But also, we're not going to show you the packing slip or anything like that because I don't want to give away the buyer's information. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. We got it all in here. This method has been very successful for me. which this is the 50, it's between 50 and 60 paintings that I've sold now in the couple years I've been doing it. And that doesn't include stuff that's been shipped to galleries. I've never had any issues with anything breaking when I've been the one to ship it, which is good. So this method has worked really, really well for me. I hope that you guys have learned something today. And if you liked this video, please hit that like button. If you disliked it, go ahead, that dislike button too. Really don't care. If you have any comments or questions, please add those as well. I'm going to start uploading much more frequently now that I'm trying to do art full-time. Yeah, you heard me, full-time. There's a reason I had a year in between of doing videos, because I was working a lot of hours in a retail job, which I may or may not do a video about later. And if you feel so inclined, please hit that subscribe button. Once again, thank you for your time. Hope you have a great day. Hope you learned something.